Or welcome back to Math with Naz. Today we're going to be finishing up Module 5, Lesson 5 that we started yesterday. So what you'll need to do this assignment, a journal or whatever you were writing on yesterday, any piece of paper will do, and a pencil. Get those things, come on back, and let's get started doing some math today. All right, third graders, the first shape I want us to talk about is this one that I've cut into 4 pieces. The question asks, is this shape partitioned into equal pieces? I'd like you to pause the video and take a look at the shape. Are all 4 of these pieces really equally partitioned? Go ahead and pause the video and talk out loud like you were talking to a friend in class. Are these equal pieces? Okay, third graders, what I'm seeing is that this shape is cut into 4 pieces, but they're not equal, even though it's kind of tricky because it kind of from a certain angle might look equal. But I want you to take a look at these side lines here. Do you see these? They're angled. They're slanted this way. And when the 2 side lines are slanted this way, you can tell that the top is shorter or less, it's got less length than the bottom. So this shape is not equally partitioned. Now let's do a word problem together. Miss Nazaripour baked 2 pans of brownies for her and her 8 friends to share. How many friends is that? Miss Nazaripour and 8 friends make 9 friends. Miss Naz cut the first pan of brownies as shown below. Did Miss Naz cut it into ninths? It's actually a pan of brownies, but you get the meaning. So is this pan of brownies cut equally into ninths? Go ahead, take a look at it. Pause the video and talk out loud like you were talking to a friend in class. Is this pan equally partitioned? So third graders, did you say that this cake is not, or these pan of brownies is not equally partitioned? You're correct. Look at the size of this brownie compared to the size of this brownie. This friend is not going to get a lot of brownie, while this friend is going to get a stomach ache from eating too much brownie. Look how much bigger this is than this, or even this is bigger than this one here. All of the shapes are different sizes. So if they are different sizes, they cannot be partitioned equally. Poor Miss Nazaripour. Now her friends are mad at her. You guys, especially the friend who got this little piece, real mad at me, real mad. Poor Miss Nazaripour. Now her friends are mad at her. Can you help her slice a pan of brownies equally? Slice this pan so that she and her 8 friends can have an equal share of brownie with none left over. So third graders, you need to help me out right now and see if you can cut a rectangle of brownies into 9 equal pieces or ninths. Now make sure they're equal and none left over. Remember, you don't want to end up with a pan like that. You want all pieces to be the same size. Pause the video and go ahead and partition this brownie equally. Okay, third graders, I went ahead and tried it again. Remember that mistakes are just proof that we're learning. And this time, I think I did a good job. All of these, I didn't measure it with a ruler as I'm sure you didn't at home. I did something called estimate. I made it as close as I could by eyeballing it to make sure the pieces were very, very similar in size. And I think they are. This pan of brownies is in ninths because there are 3, 6, 9 pieces total. None left over. Yum. All right, third graders, now we're going to do another problem together. Below are 2 pans of brownies. The first pan has 1/6 shaded, and the second pan has 1/8 shaded. Which pan has the biggest pieces? How do you know? So I want you to take a look at pan A. I have partitioned pan A into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, and I have partitioned pan B into 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 pieces. The question is asking, is 1/6 bigger or is 1/8 bigger? Remember that 1/6 means that it's one piece of a pan cut into 6 pieces. That's A. And 1/8 is 1 piece of a pan partitioned into 8 pieces. That's B. On your paper, I would like you to use words and pictures to explain which one is larger, the 1/6 in pan A or the 1/8 in pan B. When you are all done, unpause the video and check your work and see if you're right. Go ahead and pause the video, get to work. Remember to use words and pictures. Did you say pan A? I agree with you because, well, you can just see that that A is much bigger. Sorry guys, that A is much bigger than B. And that's because when you cut something into pieces, the more pieces you cut it into, the smaller the pieces are going to be. So what I wrote is pan A has the biggest pieces. That pan of brownies was partitioned into 6 equal pieces and the other pan into 8. The number 8 is bigger, but the bigger the number, the smaller the size of the piece. So think about this. You have a pan of brownies and you can either share it, you can have this piece and share it with 5 more of your friends, or you can have the exact same sized pan of brownies and eat this piece and share the rest with 7 of your friends. Would you rather have this piece or this piece? Well, if you like chocolate as much as I do, I'm sure you said A. Okay, third graders, nice work today. You're going to finish the problem set as your independent practice. I'm going to go through all of the problems with you, and I would like you to, on your paper, write today's date, 5-7-20, and then write a 2. And you're going to answer this question. I'll go ahead and read it to you. Andre's mom has 2 favorite cakes. Andre's mom baked his 2 favorite cakes for his birthday party. The cakes were the exact same size. Andre cut his first cake into 8 pieces for him and his 7 friends. The picture below shows how he cut it. Did Andre cut the cake into 8ths? Explain your answer. So what I want you to think about is this pan cut into 8ths? That means it would have been cut into 8 equal pieces. Take a look and explain your answer using words and pictures. When you are done with that, you can unpause the video and move on to the next problem. Problem 3. 2 of Andre's friends came late to his party. They decide they will all share the second cake. Show how Andre can slice the second cake, so that he and his 9 friends can each get an equal amount with none left over. What fraction of the second cake will they each receive? So remember, the first thing you need to do is read it and think about how many friends there are all together. I'm going to reread it for you, and I want you thinking about how many friends came to the party. 2 of Andre's friends came late to his party. They decide they will all share the second cake. Show how Andre can slice the second cake so that he and his 9 friends can each get an equal amount with none left over. What fraction of the second cake will they each receive? I'm going to give you a little hint. Don't forget the birthday boy. Okay, third graders, go ahead and draw after you've written the number 3, draw a rectangle. Partition this into the right number of pieces so that Andre and his 9 friends can each have an equal sized piece. After you have partitioned it, tell me what fraction of the second cake will they each receive. Now remember, when you're giving me an answer to a word problem, you need to read. We just did that. Draw that rectangle and partition it and write. I need a sentence giving me your full answer. When you are done with number 3, unpause the video and let's look at number 4 together. Number 4 says, Andre thinks it's strange that 1/10 of the cake would be less than 1/8 of the cake, since 10 is bigger than 8. To explain to Andre, 2 identical rectangles to represent the cakes. Show 1/10 shaded on one and 1/8 shaded on the other. Label the unit fraction and explain to him which slice is bigger. So this story problem has several parts. The first thing you're going to do is draw the two identical rectangles. You are going to partition one of them to tenths and the other one into eighths. When you are done with that, you need to always label the fractions, and then explain to Anne why 1/10 of the cake would be less than 1/8 of the cake. When you've done all of those parts, you are done with the independent practice of the day. Take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher. Either text it to me or email it to Ms. Bedford or Mr. Moreno so we can see the great math work you're doing today. Okay, third graders, I hope you enjoyed these story problems. I hope you're having a good time with fractions. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.